Israel's lights put it up with it time after time after time. Matter of fact, for 20 years. 20 years they put up with it. You know, it's like we in the church often complain and grumble and growl about this and that and everything. And the very question I ask, what have we done about it? What have we done about it? What have we stepped up and said, yeah, I'll take it. It's like John mentioned this morning that we have a lot of things going on. And you know, found out also that, you know, if you put time in at the church, and I'm going to find out more about it, but if you put time in the church, and if the pastor of the church turns your time into Verizon will give up to $750 to the church. And we're going to check in on it. I don't know how many hours we have, but that means that we're going to have a lot of people getting involved. But it's one way that you can reach out. You know, there are places, there are things that we can do as a church, as a body, to grow. I had to chuckle the other night. I was talking with Mrs. Miller. Edith, many of you know. Dennis was there, and Edith kept saying, I'm going to turn to that white building. Now, Edith, you know, she can't get around without a wheelchair or a walker. But her hope is to return to church. Do we have that desire, that same desire, that sense of speaking? You know, 1 Samuel 4:10 through 22, Israel suffered terrible losses of the days, and I mentioned that. I like to ask these questions. Do you believe with open eyes? Do you believe Jesus changed lives? Do you believe Jesus restored families? Do you believe that Jesus delivered people from bondage? They're the same questions I gave off last week. Have any of us answered them? You know, we in the church often look at others and we want what we see. Don't we look? We look around, we look at other churches, look at other people, look at other things. You know, the sad thing about the American culture, it's keeping up with the Joneses, right? The neighbor gets a new vehicle, well, we got to get one too, you know. We can't let them put us out, can't let them show us up. You know, I really, as I've moved driving buses, I don't haul high school, middle school anymore. I'm on a elementary run, and amazingly, the elementary kids want to dress like the high school kids. You know? They want to be like the high school kids. And you know what I really get a chuckle off is whenever I pick up pre-K kids, pre-kindergarten kids, and they wear designer jeans and designer shirts and coats and hats and everything else, just like the big kids. Israel is no different. Israel was no different. They looked around. Now, I'll get into that a little more. Often ask the question, why can't we have that? How many of us, as we raise children, and our children were getting older, they always come home and say, why can't I have that? Why can't I do that? Right? Am I wrong? No. I can remember our daughters coming home from school and says, why can't I have that? So-and-so has it. But why can't I do that? So-and-so does. That's a problem with a lot of our problems with the culture, because people want what someone else has. You know, I read an illustration, and it says, it doesn't matter how you get to the top. You need to get there. That's sad, isn't it? And that's what we teach children. It doesn't matter how you get to the top as long as you get there. But the sad